that Judy told her as she was moving out after becoming engaged herself that Judy threatened her. She claims Judy said to her, "Maybe the same thing that happened to Mary Little will happen to you." So now we come to Friday, May 19th, 1967. Diane leaves work, and according to Sandra Webb, Diane was going shopping and was going to stop by Sandra's house after and show her everything she had bought. However, according to Tom, Diane's fiance, Tom was supposed to pick Diane up from her sister Sandra's house that evening after she had gotten off work and went shopping a little bit. According to police interviews, Tom showed up to Sandra's house to pick up Diane, and he arrived and she wasn't there. He asked her sister where she was, and she said she never showed up after work, and he became very concerned. It is said that at that time, he and Diane's sister called police and reported her missing, essentially. And so they put a bolo out for a woman matching Diane's description. But according to Sandra, Diane never showed up, and she says they weren't too concerned because Diane would just disappear sometimes. But she said that she called Tom. I want to note that comments made to detectives from Diane's roommates and coworkers at the time echoed those comments that were made from unnamed said roommates and coworkers at the time of Mary's disappearance too. They said the same things, kind of like how Mary just stayed out all night long. They would say things like, "Well, Diane, she just kind of like would disappear every once in a while, and we didn't know where she was, and then she would just like show back up." They said that she also stayed out all night and that she hung out with some really unsavory people. Like, I just feel like these coworkers slash roommates were just always putting trash on Mary and Diane's names as soon as they went missing. Now, I don't know how she called Tom because Tom was at Diane's sister's house trying to pick Diane up. Sandra goes on to say that she called police and Atlanta PD refused to take a report. Except there was a report taken by Tom and Diane's sister reporting her missing. So at about 2:30 a.m., between Friday night, May 19th, and Saturday morning, May 20th, 1967, 22-year-old Diane Shields was found stuffed in the trunk of her own car, severely beaten, appeared to have been strangled by either a phone cord or a cord from Venetian blinds. She had a single phone book page shoved down her throat, and stuffed in her mouth was a scarf. She was beaten so severely that she was nearly unidentifiable. I'm running out of time again on this because there's so much information. I'm going to make a part two immediately. So stick around and it'll be up in just a second.